have to
Hey,
get to that territory. What do you do?
You pay him.
Yeah.
You pay him. Look, this is a guy who played at the highest level. He was in the MVP running the entire season. I mean, you just said it a second ago. He led the league in interceptions. He's like, no, I'm going to focus on not turning the ball over and being an asset for this team. And he did exactly that. Played at the highest level the entire regular season. I don't know about you, but I don't remember quarterbacks just growing off trees. I just don't like, oh, okay,
Hard
we're
to
going to get
find.
rid of you.
Yeah.
We're going to get rid of you, and we're just going to bring in, or we're going to find Brock Purdy in the draft. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen that way. So you have something special. And I don't remember Dak Prescott playing middle linebacker in that game against the Green Bay Packers, nor did he play the interior of the defensive line. He didn't play. Look, they have so many other issues to deal with. He is not one of your.
Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back. Like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? Look, before I go forward, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Y'all been putting in work. We halfway to 24K. Just got over the 23,500 mark. Please hit that sub button if you want to join the team, join the cartel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like, the share. Y'all been doing y'all thing. I appreciate y'all. But let's talk about Darren Woodson, Dallas Cowboys Hall of Famer, legend, the model that we model all of our safeties after. We want to go get a Woody. We always wanted to go get a Woody. And pause. But listen, Darren Woodson just put the stamp on the guy y'all love to hate. And not all of y'all. A lot of people in the cartel, a lot of people that rock with this channel, y'all know we support Dak Prescott around here. Maybe not everywhere on YouTube, everywhere on Twitter, everywhere in the world, but we support Dak Prescott over here because we know that football is more than just what the quarterback does. And we have a top 10 quarterback if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, whether you want to admit it or not. And as Darren Woodson just said, they don't grow on trees. It ain't that simple. I love when Dak Prescott's playing at the top of his game. When he's at the top of his game, I can argue he's top 5 in the NFL. Now, people can say, well, when he's not on top of his game, he's bottom 5 in the NFL. Because I get it. But when no one's on top of their game, a lot of people are bottom 5 in the NFL. That's kind of how that looks when you're not on top of your game. But a lot of people, when they're playing their best game, can't be considered top 5. That's the difference. I hope that ain't go over your head. But listen, things have just not worked out in the playoffs, man. They just haven't. It's frustrating. It's a hard pill to swallow. But look, I said this yesterday. I was on a space with my boy Nix. Y'all know BJ Nix on Twitter, or your guy Nix on Twitter. And shout out to Okoye Media, Space Cowboy, everyone else that came through that I don't mention. Apologize if I didn't mention your name. We were talking about everything all day. Literally, that space was like 8 hours. I was there for like about 2 or 3. But, you know, the subject of Dak Prescott came out momentarily. And we talked about the fact that, well, I talked about the fact, look, man, if you don't want Dak Prescott so bad, take your medicine. What's your medicine? This is the last year of his contract where he would be physically on the team. It's $59 million. Now, you can hit a restructure in his contract and make it 40. But then the next 2 years, you're going to have to eat, I think, 30 and 30 as far as like dead cap money. Take your medicine. You don't want Dak, you got to let him walk. He has a no-trade clause. He ain't going to give you that. You ain't trading him. You just ain't trading him. Can't cut him. Can't franchise him. I mean, you can, but you're going to eat more dead cap money. So you just got to take your medicine. This will be his last year if you want to get rid of him. Now, I think this is crazy talk. You want to get rid of him, that's what you got to do. If not, if you want to come back to reality, logical people, you know, people that say, I got an all-pro quarterback as of last year. The quarterback that led the league in touchdowns, that's my quarterback, had less than 10 interceptions. Entering his quarterback prime, which is your early 30s, late 20s, early 30s. I want to give him maybe a running game this year. Shore up the defense. When our defensive coordinator didn't seem quite locked in and wanted to run dime all game with DBs all game, 6 DBs on the field instead of using linebackers. You know, let's try to put some smart football minds around him. Not just on offense. Mike McCarthy did his thing. Let's improve the things that we weren't good at and give it another shot. Because as much as people want to say, well, it was Dak Prescott's fault. We was down. No, the defense got us down first. They scored on the defense. Dak Prescott didn't help, which means that the offense did bad too and put the defense in a bad situation. But the defense still had the option to stop him. They could have stopped the Packers and made it 10-0. Or stopped them completely. I don't know. Could have just been 7-0. But even with those things happening, even with the pick six, remember, San Francisco went down 27-7. But at some point, pride kicked in, manhood kicked in, talent kicked in. They started to chip away. But the defense had to start getting stops. Yeah. Defense had to start getting stops for that to happen. Our defense didn't. Somebody got to stop the bleeding. Once the offense started to click, the defense just never clicked. So if you want to say both sides of the ball played trash, cool. But at one point, Dak Prescott and them started to figure it out and move the ball, even before the backups came in. They started to figure it out, move the ball, score a little bit. The defense never figured it out. I put that more on coaching than the players. That's just my thoughts. That's my thoughts. But as Darren Woodson said, Hall of Famer, quarterbacks don't grow on trees. Let's stop acting like children. Stop throwing temper tantrums. No, what, Dak Prescott? No. Come back to reality. Sit down with the grown people. You have a great quarterback. Support him properly, and let's go get it. Now, look, let's talk about defensive coordinators. Cowboys interviewed another defensive coordinator last evening, Marquand Manuel. I think he is the DB's coach, if I'm not mistaken, of the New York Jets. So that's a branch off of the San Francisco defensive tree. Robert Saleh was there, and then you had the Houston's head coach was there, and you got a defensive tree, kind of like the Shanahan tree, of philosophies and the way they like to run things, and he would be a branch off of that tree. Now, first thing I think is, Rooney Rule? Yes, that's a Rooney Rule satisfaction, and that's fine, I guess. You know, he used to be a player for Mike McCarthy back in the day, and apparently he's a really good football mind. I just don't think the Cowboys are going to genuinely consider him. I will be shocked if Mr. Manuel gets a genuine shot to be a Cowboys coordinator. But other things, crazier things have happened, so we will see. But with Marquand Manuel, you have to satisfy 2 external minority interviews in person to get this done. Marquand was in person. Ron Rivera was in person. I'm betting Aiden Dirty don't count because he's on staff and not in person, so it's different. It has to be external. It's sad that the Rooney Rule has just become a formality. Which one of these minorities I'm going to use? It's a conversation we need to have one day because it's not really helping. It's just kind of wasting time. Okay, let me get this guy here and this guy here so I can satisfy the rule, which is frustrating, especially during Black History Month. But anyway, get back to football. I think we're down to 2 people. I think it's Mike Zimmer, who I really, really like. I do. Disciplinarian, complete knowledge of the game, hasn't been away as long as the other candidate. Still hungry. That's my biggest thing. I've been once saying that I just want somebody that's hungry. Age ain't really a big deal. Shout out to my boy Sky. I'll put this up. Skywalker Still. Y'all better know who Skywalker Still is, or I'm disappointed in you. He put up a list of older defensive personalities, head coaches, etc., that are good in the league. Yeah. All in their 60s or above, etc. And age ain't really a big thing to me. It's drive. Pete Carroll's still driven. Now, he's not going to come work for Mike McCarthy, so he's not an option. But my point is, are you driven still? Rex Ryan, if you watch my last video, sounds driven because of the challenge of fixing this Cowboys defense. Mike Zimmer, I know he's driven. He's so driven that people saying, I don't know, the players might get frustrated, but they're going to become better. That's all I care about, that last part. Are they going to be better? I'm with that. So listen, I like the defensive choices. It's between Mike Zimmer and Rex Ryan. I think that's who it is. I don't know if it's a dark horse, but I think that's it. I don't think nobody else is genuinely, seriously being considered. We're going to see where this goes from here. Tonight is the, what's that thing called? The NFL Honors. We're going to go and see if any of our boys actually win an award. I don't see it. I think we're going to come up second and third, and it is what it is. But you know what? We don't really deserve awards. I would be shocked. We don't deserve awards. The way the season ended, we need to just be getting back to work and stop worrying about the honors. But anyway, it's your boy, Mr. Rome. I just wanted to let you know what was going down with what Darren Woodson said about our quarterback. And, you know, what's the latest on the defensive coordinators until we get one. I'll holla.